What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, and subscribing. Everybody who's donated, those of you all who will, all that information is in the description box below. Also, go over to my other YouTube channel, Dawson Speaks TV. Make sure you subscribe over there and hit that little bell so you get notifications when I drop a new video. Now let's get into this topic. Now this video is for educational purposes, so as I approach this topic with respect, I need you all to please be respectful in my comment section. Thanks. Alright, Happy New Year, y'all. I hope you all are doing well. Now let's do what we do best. Let's break some news. Now this story comes out of North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina. Now you all remember the story I did a month ago about Pastor Apostle KeAndre Dixon, who was arrested for having inappropriate interactions with the minor. Pastor Apostle KeAndre Dixon was held at that time on $10 million secured bond, which was reduced to $1 million after his mama, yes, the Pastor Apostle's mama, went before the judge and she begged the judge to reduce his bail. The Pastor Apostle's mama told the judge she went before the court and she said, and I quote, "My son is a good role model for a lot of people. He grew up in the church all his life and he helps so many people. He's a giver. He loves friends, family, and does everything he can. He preaches, he teaches, he sings. He's a person that everybody loves. I'm asking you to please reduce his bail." That's what Pastor Apostle KeAndre Dixon's mother said to the judge. But what I want to say to his mama and to the people who support Pastor Apostle KeAndre Dixon is this. He just picked up new charges in another county for the same thing. Inappropriate interactions with a minor. Take a breath. Pastor Apostle KeAndre Dixon's mama? What do you have to say about that? What speech are you going to give the judge this time? Pastor Apostle KeAndre Dixon, who is also a substitute teacher from time to time, is now facing more charges for inappropriate interactions with a minor. Pastor Apostle KeAndre Dixon is now facing 14, you all heard me right, 14 additional charges for a total of 19 charges since the news broke of his allegations. Pastor Apostle KeAndre Dixon, who was previously facing 5 charges out of Durham, these new charges are out of Wake County. Now listen to this. The Raleigh police said that some of these crimes are believed to have occurred at Pastor Apostle KeAndre Dixon's Raleigh apartment that he shares with another man, or as the news reporter said, his roommate. Take a breath. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. Now what I'm going to do is let you all watch this video and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. And you all know me. I'm Dawson and I won't hold back.
New at 4:30, a Durham pastor and teacher is facing more charges tonight. Now, we first told you 10 days ago that David Dixon was facing 5 charges.
Well, now that number has increased to 19 and also spans multiple counties. WRL's Durham reporter Sarah Kruger is live from the Durham courthouse with new details about how police say Dixon met the victim. Sarah?
Deborah, we were here in Durham Court earlier this month as Dixon saw a judge. Soon he will face a judge in Wake County on these new charges, 14 of them. According to this arrest warrant, Dixon met the victim because that victim was a student at the school where Dixon was teaching. The charges are adding up for 37-year-old David Dixon. New charges out of Wake County. Raleigh police say at least some of the crimes occurred at Dixon's apartment on Wolf Tech Lane, where his neighbors are stunned.
That disgusts me. To take advantage of someone like that it's honestly so disgusting.
WRAL previously reported that Dixon was a senior pastor at Kingdom City Life Empowerment Church and a substitute teacher at the Community School of Digital and Visual Arts in Durham, a public charter school. And Dixon remains here in Durham in jail with a $1 million bond. He is due in Wake County Court tomorrow, then back here in Durham Court on Thursday.
All right, y'all, let's go in. Now, I hope that the parents of that young boy, the victim, I hope that you all are getting him some type of counseling, therapy, or something so he can deal with this and understand that it wasn't his fault, all right? And also, I want that young boy's parents and him to know that no matter what those people in the church there who support Pastor Apostle David KeAndre Dixon, I don't care what they say, he is the one that's low down, he's the one that's dirty, and anyone who supports him, you're the same. Some of the members in his church got mad with me on the last video I did. You all are writing me, telling me stuff. Don't write me and tell me nothing. Your pastor there in jail with all these 19 charges. Go write him and talk to him. Now, while doing my research on this story, I noticed that Pastor Apostle David KeAndre Dixon always likes to have these altar calls and he's praying for people. And this picture right here just really got me because it reminds me of something I've told my audience for a long time, that you all have to be careful of letting people lay hands on you. Be careful of that. Don't let anybody just come up and lay hands on you or call you out of the audience and then put their hands on your head. Come on, y'all. You got to think. You don't know what these people are doing in their personal lives. And you just willy-nilly just let everybody just lay their hands on you because they have a mic in there in the pulpit. Come on, y'all. Now, I want to say this to the people who support Pastor Apostle David KeAndre Dixon. A lot of them got in the comments on the last video. Some of them sent me emails and stuff like that. And some of them were not happy with my delivery on my show. I don't care what y'all not happy with. Your pastor is behind bars on a not $1 million anymore. It's not 1 million. It's up to 6 million with the new charges, the 14 additional charges. What do you all have to say about that? Come on, talk to me. I want all the supporters for Pastor Apostle David KeAndre Dixon to tell me, what do you have to say about that? Because a lot of you, you all got in the comments. And some of you sent me things, and there was one, it was a couple of you all. Oh, it was basically the same thing. Oh, well, he could pray and he could ask for forgiveness and he can go on and God will forgive him. But y'all liable to bust hell wide open. See, church people always pull that mess in order so that victims and people who stand beside the victims will feel guilty and then will be scared because, oh, well, don't touch the anointed. Don't touch the anointed. Come on, this dude ain't no, God, no. No, it doesn't work. You guys got to stop that. It doesn't work anymore, and it sure don't work with me because I don't make these stories up. You're mad at me, a vlogger, but did you go down to the news people who keep reporting on this story? Did you tell them white people over at the news station anything? And the black people who work there? Did you go tell them, don't talk about my pastor, don't talk about my apostle? Did you go do that? Exactly. There are a lot of men who are walking around with trauma because things that have happened to them in open society and in religious institutions, and they can't talk about it. They can't talk to nobody about it. And they're living with all of that stuff inside of them. Some of them are married now. And y'all think I'm going to keep my mouth closed when I was a social worker and I know what goes on? Hell no. That's why I have my show. I'm going to talk about it. Now look here. Now, I am following this case closely, and I'll continue to give you all updates on it, all right? And to the people who support Pastor Apostle David KeAndre Dixon, you all do what you got to do because we're going to do what we have to do, and that's stand up for the victims, all right? Now, I'm off of this, but many of you all a couple of weeks ago sent me this story, and it was on Facebook. It went around, a lot of people saw it on Facebook, of this guy right here named Bill, and the channel is Unfiltered Stories. You all go over there and check this video out. This man talks about how he was pimped out by his mother and his father in the Pentecostal church. I can't make this stuff up. Bill talks about how he was passed around in that organization to bishops and preachers and all. Y'all, I can't even get into it. It's that deep. Go watch Bill's story on Unfiltered Stories. All right. There's the channel right there. Y'all go over there and watch this story. Until next time, it's your guy Dawson. Take care of yourself and each other. Peace.